Coming right up, the Kings take... Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Payday.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Aldridge out there with Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Bagley in at the center. Now here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
It's Bielitsa, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's DeRozan. Murray left side. Lyles passes to Murray. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Murray. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
Possessing great size at his position, DeRozan's muscular frame allows him to convert through the contact.
Bogdanovich against Lyles. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. Back to Bielitsa. Nice D from Aldridge.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The shot's good.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to him.
Murray kicks to Forbes. DeRozan on the wing, covered by Barnes. Forbes dishes to DeRozan. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the heel, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Now, here's DeRozan. Here's Lyles. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fox against Lyles. Bagley converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
This is what the coaching staff wants from Bagley, for him to be confident and to take these shots.
Murray the pass to White. Outside DeRozan. And White kicks to DeRozan. Back to White. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Fox gets it to go.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of, but it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
White dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Lyles. Out to White. And Murray. Here we go. And it's good for 2. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And he gets it back. Yep, it counts. Lyles got 6. The Kings trail by 4. Bagley the pass to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Outside Aldridge. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Fox. The Elitza with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Barnes. Murray, no good. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Barnes got the ball. That ties it up.
Yeah, solid glue guy you have to have on your team. Barnes is good at setting up his teammates.
Deep two from Murray. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Mills. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 2.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. And there's the pass to Giles. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And San Antonio shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Pirtle, the pass to Walker. Here's Gay. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
And Bazemore kicks to Parker. Here's Giles. Defended by Pirtle. Clock at 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And it falls over the rim and in. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the game.
Well, you got to like the game of Bogdanovich. Really skilled at finding space inside and using it.
To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Giles. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This is the attitude Parker plays with. Someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
Mills with it. Joseph on him. Now Mills. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Pirtle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And guarding Pirtle is never easy. He's got so many moves and ways to get defenders to be overly physical with him.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Spurs also with the sub. Forbes checked in.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Down low, Pirtle with the steal.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Mills passes to Pirtle. Back to Mills. Gay in the corner. Over Parker. And that one hits back iron. The Kings leading. Right side, Joseph. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to Holmes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Sacramento making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Baseman. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in for Joseph. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. White comes in for Patty Mills.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
They kick out to Hield. Sacramento moving it around. Barnes passes to Holmes. Barnes, and it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Parker outside. The feed to Fox. They kick out to Hield. And no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the paint. Here's Forbes. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Fox passes to Barnes. White against Fox. Holmes can't get it to go in. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Then for the Spurs, Lyles checked in for Gay. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Bellinelli. DeRozan finds White. Back to DeRozan. Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah, easy call.
And the Kings making a change here. Bagley's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Murray's checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
To the middle. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Bagley dishes to Hield. To Bagley. And stolen by Aldridge. Murray kicks to White. He dishes it to Aldridge. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And, guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Nemanja Bjelica.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. DeRozan against Bogdanovich. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist from DeRozan. Aldridge has got the first bucket of the third here for San Antonio. The Kings trail by 4. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. The Spurs also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Lyles. And Walker subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Bagley with a wide open look. Gets to the corner and buries it. Bagley's got 6 points. Spurs leading by 4. Murray the pass to Aldridge. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Jabari Parker comes in for Bogdanovic. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Passes it to Bazemore. Here's Giles. He's covered by Gay. And Bazemore kicks to Parker. Pass to Holmes. And Poeltl sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Poeltl punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Parker passes to Holmes. Back to Parker. Now the pass to Giles. Here's Holmes. Shoots over Poeltl. Here's Giles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Sacramento, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Parker. Buddy Hield comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. The Spurs also with the sub. White, he's checked in for Bellinelli. That one goes in.
When Poeltl gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Hield kicks to Holmes. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Poeltl with the steal. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And there it is for him. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Holmes passes to Giles. Poeltl against Holmes. And stolen by Gay. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And he gets it to go. White's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Mills passes to Poeltl. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Gay dishes to Poeltl. Shoots over Holmes. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Fox.
Well, I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert intense defense.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hield. A finish, and it's Fox with the jam.
Wow, Hill is relentless. He won't even give them a chance to breathe. so they get sloppy.
To the inside. Bertle's shot is off.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Spurs up by 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Spurs leading by 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Murray. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard position. On the wing, Heel. DeRozan defending. The kick out to Barnes. Down low and stolen by Aldridge.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick, and what good work there to get in the way of it.
Tipped away. Lyles with it. Guarded now by Barnes. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. Active and willing to gamble a little bit. The payoff can be big.
Bagley with the bucket.
That's where Bagley needs to be most effective. Establish a strong inside presence. Make the D always worry about him in the post.
Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Lyles. He feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Lyles. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists in the game.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Bagley. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for DeJounte Murray.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Bagley, no good.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
On the wing, Barnes. Feeds to Bagley. Healed outside. Just 5 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. Spurs leading by 8. Outside Aldridge. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up. And he makes the first. Bielitsa, he checks in for Bogdanovich. Both shots good from the stripe. Fox with it. Barnes outside. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Murray surveying the D. DeRozan in the corner. Passes to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Lyles kicks to Murray. Pass to White. DeRozan against Hield. Outside Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. And it's San Antonio with another.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Aldridge.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Alex Len's checked in for Bielitsa. Brewer comes in for Harrison Barnes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Mills passes to Zeller. And here's Mills. And the pass to Bellinelli. The Spurs working the ball around now. Shot by Zeller, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Outside Bogdanovich. And Brewer kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Len. Rebounded by the Spurs. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Lyons. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard position. Now, here's DeRozan. Lyles passes to Aldridge. And the layup is good.
Aldridge is too strong to let a little bit of contact bother him. I actually think he likes those tough shots.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Fires for 3. And it's Morant missing. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And the shot goes in.
DeRozan's so good, guys, at taking advantage of whatever situation is there. When he has the opportunity, he gets out and scores in the open floor.
Now here's Brooks to the wing right side. Morant passes to Jackson. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's San Antonio. Down low. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Murray. Second shot opportunity. And it's DeRozan missing.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Jackson drives in. Rebound San Antonio. In transition, here come the Spurs. Murray outside. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. The layup off target. The Grizzlies on offense. Still without a basket in the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Boy, that's a hard man to slow down once he's on the move. I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to step in front of Aldridge.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Here's Morant. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now here's Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. And Memphis making a change here. Here's Murray. Gay passes to Aldridge. It's stolen by Valanciunas. To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Morant. After the miss from Derek White. Lobbed up there for Clark. Morant finds Clark. Here's Gutteridge. Out left to the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
he has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
But they recover it. Here's the lob to the hoop, and stolen by Gay. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Gay outside. Outside, White. Back to Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. .54 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Morant. And it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Anderson slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Walker's checked in for San Antonio. Memphis also making some changes. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Jones subbed in for Morant.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
Here's Melton, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Lobbed up there for Clark.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Jones for 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Bellinelli. Rudy Gay is out there with Poeltl. Then there's Derek White, and it's Walker in at the 2 guard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch. And Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. And there's the feed to Jackson. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Murray dishes to Aldridge. DeRozan against Winslow.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds him.
Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And finished off by DeRozan.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
First free throw is good. And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. The free throw dropped for DeRozan.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
To the inside, here's Brooks, and Jones has it in the corner. Memphis moving that ball around. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan leading the charge.
Well, what an opportunistic defender Murray is. His ball-hawking nature serving him well there.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Winslow kicks to Jones. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Spurs have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. And the basket by DeRozan.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Now Jones. Passes it to Valanciunas. Shot to stop the run. Shot clock at 5. Jackson misses.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
To the middle. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Mills, he's checked in for Murray. Then for the Grizzlies, Gutterich is checked in, and it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Forbes the pass to DeRozan. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Pass to Aldridge. DeRozan surveying the D. There's the pass to Mills. To the left side wing. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by Morant. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. Shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles, and it's Bellinelli in for Bryn Forbes. And Memphis also making a switch. Anderson's checked in.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Pass to Gutterich. To the inside. 2 points. That one goes.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
DeRozan dishes to Poeltl. Brooks against DeRozan. Back to Poeltl. He kicks it to Mills. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 15.
And Poeltl has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 15 going in.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points. And that's a wrap for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Aldridge finds Murray. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. DeRozan passes to Lyles. It's good.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Morant against Lyles. That one doesn't go.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Lonnie Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White in for Bryn Forbes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. Passes it to Melton. Here's Clark. Left side Jackson. The 10-footer. Yes, that goes in. Jackson's got his first 2 points. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles, and it's Bellinelli in for Murray. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Memphis also making a switch. Gutterich is checked in. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Memphis no good. Spurs leading by 17. Here's Gay on the jam by Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and Gay can certainly slam it home. Got to keep this guy away from the rim or he's going to posterize you.
Here's Melton. White covering. 1:33 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Melton. Rebounded by the Spurs. Mills with it. Jones covering. Mills passes to Pirtle. Good on the bucket. Pirtle's got 8 points.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
To the paint, here's Pirtle, and he banks in the layup. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That is his first foul of the game. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. Then for the Grizzlies, Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Tyus Jones. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
Both free throws good from Morant. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside DeRozan. Now here is Pirtle. A 3 from Gay. Missed. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's San Antonio leading by 17. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Back to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Here's Gay. And the rejection by Valanciunas. They get it back. And Gay with the second chance points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Pass to Anderson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Valanciunas. No good with the triple. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Oh, what a dunk!
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Morant. Aldridge kicks to Gay. Back to Aldridge. Out to DeRozan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look now for San Antonio. Miles checked in for Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Lonnie Walker. The Grizzlies also making a change. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Anderson. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
Miles kicks to Forbes. Spurs working the ball around now. Up Up top to Rosen. Covered by Winslow. It's tipped. Pocket 4. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. 4 on the shot clock. No good on the quick 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And finished off by Morant.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. And here is Lyles. Guarded by Jackson. Back to Aldridge. Over in the corner, White. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Wide open look here for Murray. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Bobbed up there for Clark. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside DeRozan. The pass to White. Six on the shot clock. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Memphis the other way now.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMar DeRozan.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bellinelli passes to Zeller. Back to Bellinelli. 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Spurs lead by 20.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So it's San Antonio now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Walker finds Mills. There's the double team with Allen.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for yours.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
Off the inbound pass. Can't connect. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
for the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DA.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, DA. Thank you. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for the Spurs, Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Here is Forbes. Dishes at 2, DeRozan. Back to Forbes. 6 to shoot. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Now here's Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Forbes kicks to Murray. The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
His defensive instincts off the chain. Zion's able to read and react to his opponent.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Ball. There's the dish to Favors. And stolen by Aldridge. Oh, the lob to DeRozan.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Outside Holiday. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray kicks to Forbes. Murray surveying the D. Back to Forbes. Up top to DeRozan. He's covered by Ingram. 4 on the clock. Murray left side. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Holiday dishes the ball. The pass to Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Stolen by Ball. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Murray. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Gay comes in for Lyles. And it's White in for Bryn Forbes. New Orleans also making some changes. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Derek Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And here is Aldridge after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Pirtle's shot is off.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Hart the pass to Redick. Just 5 to shoot. No good. White with the defensive effort. Here's Gay, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
The guy who's always had the tools to get to the line more. Gay aggressive that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Now here is Pirtle. Mills dishes to Pirtle. Back to Mills. Over Jackson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. New Orleans leading by 4. And Redick kicks to Jackson. Back to Redick. Pass to Jackson. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Spurs have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Mills looking it over. Inside. Back to Pirtle. Excellent D there from Okafor.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Finished off the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Mills. Then there's Jakob Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 2. Here's Favors. Out to Ingram. Over Bellinelli. And it's Ingram missing. San Antonio trailing here.
Yeah, and Ingram just made great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
Here's Bellinelli. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Pirtle finds Bellinelli. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Floats one up. It doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Ingram passes to Holiday. New Orleans moving the ball around. Ingram against Bellinelli. Lobs it up for Favors.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
And stolen by Williamson. Favors against Pirtle. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Nelly is checked in for the Pelicans. Clock at 6. Here's Ball. That one off the back iron and out.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Ingram. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's DeRozan. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
Pass to Holiday. Okafor kicks to Holiday. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And White with the stuff.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's Okafor. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And that'll be 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's DeRozan. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. White the pass to Murray. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lyles got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Hart. White covering and stolen by Aldridge. And here again, the Spurs in transition. Up the court they go. Holiday left side. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hart the pass to Okafor. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the Pelicans miss again. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Time now.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. Just in terms of the second quarter. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Their backcourt, Ball and Reddick. And it's Moore in at the small forward position. There's a shot by Reddick, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation. Terrific concentration and body control. Zion showing why he was chosen #1 overall.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Count it. Good. Forbes has got his first basket.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
He's got a clear path for the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
The last thing you want to do is send this young man to the line. Bryn Forbes is almost automatic.
That free throw, no good. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man. I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Reddick passes to Favors. From down in the low post, it goes. Favors got 6 points.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Forbes dishes to Pirtle. The feed now to Walker. Passes it to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Down low. Pirtle inside. Working on Favors. Shot clock at 3. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Lyles checked in for Bellinelli. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Walker. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
White with the double team. Outside Holiday. Back to Hayes. And he converts the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Gay passes to Lyles. He feeds it to Pirtle. Kicks it to Mills. Pulls from the top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mills has got 4 points this quarter. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Pelicans shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And the technical free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Pert. DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. 46 seconds left in the third.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
DeRozan's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And it's Okafor, that time on the assist by Holiday.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Stolen by Holiday. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And stolen by White. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the officials call a traveling violation. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans lead by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got DeRozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 down low. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Murray. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. New Orleans leading by 4. Ingram dishes to Williamson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Here's DeRozan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
And there's the strength we talk about with DeRozan, converting through contact. Absolutely terrific.
And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans in the lead. Ball, the pass to Ingram. From deep. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Murray outside. There's the pass to Lyles. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Right side Holiday. And Okafor slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Murray kicks to Forbes. A beautiful reverse layup.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Forbes takes it up strong against tight defense.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Okafor dishes to Holiday. Kicks it out to Williamson. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. DeRozan passes to Forbes. Pass to Aldridge. Now Lyles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pocket 4, DeRozan, and the shot goes down. And now just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
DeMar DeRozan, when you need a score, go to the guys you feel comfortable with.
Redick passes to Okafor. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Redick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And then Okafor slams it in.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Murray. And he lays it straight in. Murray's got his first bucket in this one.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. DeRozan. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. DeRozan's got 7 points for the quarter. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Redick dishes to Okafor. Passes to Williamson. It's stolen by Lyles. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Ingram passes to Okafor. Out to Ingram. Lets it go with a 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it. DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that huge shot.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Okafor finds Holiday. Here's Williamson. Count.
Competitive, confident, Zion taking over.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Holiday against Murray. Lyles passes to Murray. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Redick's got the ball. And the dunk by Williamson. And it's all knotted up.
I love how efficient Zion is. Dependable at picking smart shots to take.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Then there's Favors, and it's Melly in at the 4-man position. White looking around. Here's DeRozan, and he uses the glass on the layup. DeRozan's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Love the gritty work inside from Favors. When he's down there, it makes the defense very nervous.
He misses the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. DeRozan against Holiday. And finished off by DeRozan.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Here's DeRozan. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Look at the way DeMar just shrugged off the foul and still finished the play. Incredible.
Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say, as a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, was to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
Ball against Murray. He dishes it to DeRozan. Murray outside. Just 3 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Ball. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Lyles. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
The pass to Murray. And that's going to be a travel.
In for your Spurs, Bryn Forbes.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Ball, the pass to Favors. Back to Ball. Picked off in midair.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Murray with it. Aldridge looking for an opening. And so it's the Spurs with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for There it is, maybe the most famous building. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Murray outside. Outside DeRozan. Back to Murray. Fires from deep. No good that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Bielitsa. Right wing. Outside Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Swiped it away. In transition, here come the Spurs. Lyles no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Barnes finds Bogdanovich. Bagley with the ball. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Like to see him take it there. Marvin Bagley, confident play.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Murray against Fox. Shot clock at 5. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. He kicks it to Bagley. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on DeRozan.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
Barnes hits them both. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Here's Murray after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Murray right side. And stolen by Barnes. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Bagley. It's good. And it's 6 points for Marvin Bagley.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And another turnover here by San Antonio. Searching for their first points of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And a change for Sacramento. Hields checked in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Hield to the inside and stolen by Gay. In transition, here come the Spurs. They could use a bucket. Yep, that one goes in there.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Fox kicks to Bagley. The kick out to Fox. Back to Bagley. Another shot. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Joseph. Giles, that's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Spurs trail by 8. White drives in, and there it is for him. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. To the middle. Second chance shot. Rebound San Antonio. White finds Pirtle. Now Walker. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Kings leading now by 6. Pass to Parker. Kings moving the ball around. Giles, that's good.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Pirtle kicks to White. Back to Pirtle, and the layup's good off the glass.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Bazemore with it. The pass to Giles. Shoots over White. That one a little long. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Jakob Pirtle. Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. Holmes can't get it to go in. Spurs trail by 6.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest. That helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Pirtle. Bryn Forbes comes in for Lonnie Walker. And Murray subbed in for Derek White. The Kings also with the sub. Bogdanovich is checked in. Bazemore passes to Holmes. Inside, it's stolen by Bellinelli. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance over Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
That's a correct route. We talk about that with receivers in the NFL. and the NBA, still important. Rudy Gay on route there.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Holmes. It's hauled in by Lyles. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Excellent D there from Parker. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, I love how Jabari gets to the rim and goes strong. That time up over the top.
Kicks it out to Gay, and he lobs it up toward the rim.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Joseph, the pass to Holmes. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Back to Murray. Shoots the 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And it's Joseph in the corner. Holmes kicks to Parker. back to Holmes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Mills can't hit. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They've led by as much as 10.
How about Bielica as the Yugoslavian finds a way to get inside the score?
Spurs trail by 6. Mills passes to Forbes. Here's DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Kings, Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. Fox kicks to Bielica. Shoots over Pirtle. And Fox is right there. And the Kings lead by 6.
De'Aaron Fox picking up the crumbs there on the inside, but gets his team a second effort.
Outside, Walker. DeRozan in the corner. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Yep, that one goes. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
And Pirtle sends it back. DeRozan against Barnes. DeRozan's shot is off. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Spurs trail by 6. Mills passes to DeRozan. Outside, Walker. There's the lob to Aldridge. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Barnes dishes to Bagley. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. They get it back. And Bagley able to finish.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back end.
And DeRozan kicks to Mills. Dishes it to Pirtle. DeRozan for 3.
Good defense right there. Barnes taking pride in shutting down that possession.
And so it's the Sacramento.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, it's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
It's been all Marvin Bagley tonight. Staying active on offense and showing some real.
And
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Marvin Bagley.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Just 4 to shoot. Fox passes to Barnes, and the shot goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Murray outside. Passes it to DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Derek White's checked in for San Antonio. Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And White kicks to Lyles. Right side Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got his first points in this one.
The attacking, aggressive mindset. You get it right there from Aldridge. In that area, he's focused, and he scores.
Sacramento moving it around. And here's Bogdanovich for 3.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Giles in the corner. Pass to Bagley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. A 3 from Barnes. Can't hit that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Murray.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Up top, Bagley. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Holmes finds Fox. Giles in the corner. Again, the miss by the Kings. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 5. White, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Giles in the corner. Holmes against Poeltl. They kick out to Heel. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Gay. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 10-1 run. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Walker comes in for Derek White. And a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he checks in for Jabari Parker. The kick out to Fox. Another shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Gay drives in, lays it up and banks it in. Gay's got 6.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Feeds it to Poeltl. Knocks it loose. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And a change for the Kings. Barnes is checked in.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or in their primes John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
And it's Hield off the drive. Holmes passes to Hield. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Barnes outside. Fires the three. Offline. And we've reached the end of the third. The Kings on top, up by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Kings leading now by 4. We've got DeRozan. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Ball's knocked loose. Bagley. The kick out to Fox. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drive. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
And there's the pass to Bagley. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Bogdanovich is checked in. Back to Bielitsa. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Bagley. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That one misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And DeRozan. Here we go. And DeRozan throws it down.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the basket by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
The kick out to Barnes. Back to Fox. Releases. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
San Antonio leading. And he converts the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And stolen by White. Here's Murray. Count it. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Sacramento. And Bielitsa kicks to Barnes. That shot missing. Nice D from DeRozan. And here are the Spurs. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
The Kings trail by 9. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Over to the wing. Down low. Here's Barnes. Outside, Fox. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 6 to shoot. Barnes dishes to Bagley. Can't hit from 12.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And stolen by Barnes. And they're moving it up all alone. And finished off by Bagley.
Sometimes rebounds come to you if you're just alert, and that time Barnes was. Sniffed that one out.
And White slams it in.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Bagley. Over to the left wing. A 3 from Bielitsa. Rebounded by the Spurs. White looking around. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
Here's Fox. Off target from three-point range. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Barnes. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Passes it to DeRozan. Murray outside. Shoots over Fox. Misses.
Fox is so good on the offensive end with his quickness. Why not use it on the defensive end? He did there.
And so